Satyabama Institute of Science and Technology.
Good morning all. Myself S. Nitya from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Satyabama Institute of Science and Technology. Today our topic is K nearest neighbor. A KNN algorithm in short is a supervised algorithm which is also a non-parametric method used for classification and regression tasks, but it is predominantly used for classification problems and for predicting a particular new data point which is given to be classified into either a category A or category B in a given data set. KNN is also known as a lazy learner algorithm. That means it doesn't start its operation as soon as the data set is stored, but it performs an action or it performs a calculation only when there is a need, when there is a new data point which arises, only then it memorizes, it actually memorizes the data set and it predicts only when the new data point arrives. It doesn't actually classify or predict as soon as the data set is stored into the machine. So that's why it's called as a lazy learner algorithm. When a problem is like when we have two different categories which has been already like it's in two different classes, say category A and category B, and there is a new data point which arrives to be predicted whether it lies in category A or B. In that situation we can use KNN algorithm, like we will find the distance of that particular new instance with the category A points and also with the category B points. We will find the least distance and we take say K nearest neighbor. So K is the number of neighbors that you are going to consider. So when we consider, say it is example to be 5 nearest neighbors, of the 5 neighbors, what is the category which is maximum among the five neighbors, we will give that class to the new data point which is being asked for prediction. The steps in K nearest neighbor algorithm is to first to know the K value. So it is a mere assumption. We shouldn't choose a very least K value, or we shouldn't choose a very larger K value. So the range might vary between 3 to 5. And the next is to calculate the Euclidean distance between the new data instance with the K nearest neighbors, and then we will find out what is the class of the nearest neighbors and which is the maximum, allocate that class to the new data instance. That is the step followed for K nearest neighbor. In case we will have to find which category a particular point belongs to. So as I said, how do we choose K? There is no particular format or particular way to calculate or assume K value. So we'll have to make sure it is not too low, because when it is too low, it cannot solve a noisy data set, and when it is too high, it will be a bias to the majority class, and so we'll have to assume a K in such a way. The factor that you have to consider is the number of data records in the data set. Say in case it is just 4, we cannot take a K value to be 5. So obviously we will have to consider the number of data records, but when it is a predominantly larger data set, the usually used assumed K value is 5. And the advantages and disadvantages of K nearest algorithm is that first thing is it is simple to implement and it is efficient, and also it is robust to noisy training data set. These are the advantages. And when we consider about the disadvantage, taking the K value is predominantly the biggest thing to be done at the first, and if we choose a wrong K value, the prediction might be wrong. And the next thing is the computation time is, because of the calculations, is higher. And we will take a problem and solve K nearest neighbor. Here in this there are two features, say x1 and x2. First one is acid durability, and the problem here is tissue paper has been created, and we'll have to, it goes for a lab test. We'll have to predict whether it is a good or bad based upon the acid durability and its strength. Fine. There are 4 data records already given. So if in case acid durability is 7 and the strength is 7, and it is classified as a bad tissue paper, and whereas we will take a good example, so like acid durability is 3 and the strength is 4, it is classified as good. So this is the data set given, so wherein we have 2 bad records and 2 good records, and we will now give a new data point with acid durability value and strength given. We will have to predict whether the tissue paper is good or bad. So in the given data set, given new data point is durability is 3 and the strength is 7, we will have to predict whether that particular tissue paper is good or bad. So how do we do it? We will have to consider, say as I said previously, since the data record is just 4, we will have to assume K value according to that. So we will assume the K value to be 3. Fine. So now we will have to calculate the distance of this particular given value, say x1, x2 is 3, 7 is the new instance given. So we will have to calculate the distance from that particular point with the 3 nearest neighbors. So what is the distance formula? Like we know it is the Euclidean distance formula. square root of x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square. So here x1 y1 would be 3 comma 7, x2 y2 would be the remaining data points which is present in our data set, which has 4 data records. So these are the data records that is given already. So we will have to find the distance between the given point, say 3 comma 7, with each and every point. So this is one point, this is second point, third and fourth point separately. So given 3 comma 7, so it is x1 minus x2, so 7 minus 3 the whole square, and the y value is 7, so 7 minus 7 the whole square, which would be square root of 16, which is equal to 4. Considering second point, given point is 3 comma 7 and the second point is 7 comma 4. So the distance is square root of x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square. So it is 7 minus 3 the whole square plus 4 minus 7 the whole square, which gives square root of 25, which is 5. Similarly, we will calculate the distance between 3 comma 7 and 3 comma 4 and 3 comma 7 and 1 comma 4, which is 3 and 3.6 respectively. So we have known the distance between the given point 3 comma 7 with each and every point, and we have calculated it to be 4, 5, 3 and 3.6 respectively. Fine. So now what is the next step is we will have to sort it, rank them. So the least distance is 3, so that is given the rank 1. Next least distance is 3.6, so it is ranked as 2. Similarly, 4 is ranked as 3 and 5 is the greatest distance, so it is ranked as 4. And now what is k in our instance? So we have assumed it to be 3. So this column is for like, does it belong to our nearest neighbor group? So first 3 alone will belong to the nearest neighbor because k is equal to 3. So 1, 2 and 3 belongs to our neighbor group, and whereas 4 will not belong to our group. So that is that column representing. So this we know, these are the points, and this was the rank that is given, and this is where we have said whether that particular data record belongs to our group or not. What is the next column do is, this is the column which is given, this is the target variable that is given in our data set earlier. So the first data record was said to be bad, the third was said to be good, fourth was said to be good. Why didn't we consider this? Because this is not in our neighbor at all. So now we have to consider the data record 1, 3 and 4. So out of which we have 1 bad and 2 good. So the majority class is good, and so the new data instance which was given to be x1 is equal to 3 and x2 is equal to 7 obviously is a good category. So in our lecture we have seen what is k nearest neighbor, and we have taken a problem and solved, and we have categorized one given new instance based upon the data set that was given, and we have assumed the k value in the data set. Thank you.